parents give whatever they have to their children. Healthy parents don't, put up a condition. If you serve me, then you're going to get this. If you don't serve me, you're not going to get this. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to talk about the different ways narcissistic parents financially abuse their children. And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So narcissistic parents are those narcissists who choose to become parent because they want their own source of supply. Yeah, narcissists choose to become parent because they want their own legion of slaves, yeah, who are loyal to them and who are 100% devoted to them. um, Children are like retirement plan or short-term investment, a little bit of investment, then burden them with the unrealistic expectations, train them to shapeshift, train them to betray their own self and keep prioritizing the narcissistic parent. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens in a narcissistic family. Narcissistic parents don't want their kids to become independent. Narcissistic parents don't want their kids you know to get validation, love, and affection from elsewhere. Yeah, they want to be the provider, and this is because they don't want to lose the source of supply. They don't want to lose their slave. Yeah, someone which they have created to solely serve them. They don't want them to run away. Yeah, and as a result of which, narcissistic parents take help of manipulation, gaslighting, various guilt trips. They triangulate conversations, silent treatment, stonewalling, a lot of nasty things, that narcissistic parents do, to keep their kids on hook. Now, coming back to the financial abuse, narcissistic parents are into, emotionally abusing their children, physically abusing their children, psychologically tormenting and abusing their children, and they are into financially abusing their children, and we are going to explore that. So the first way a narcissistic parent financially abuses you know uh, their child is by cutting off the financial support, and this is basically to display power. I'm powerful. It's me who is supporting your school, your education, your medicine, your basic necessities. It's me who is doing everything. Yeah, so if the kid does things his way, narcissistic parents won't hesitate in cutting off the financial support, and this is basically to tell the child that I'm the boss. Yeah, narcissistic parents don't see and view things the way how healthy parents do. Healthy parents decide to have children and they do the best they can for their children. Yeah, they don't do things in hopes for return. Yeah, plus the profit. They don't see things that way. But narcissistic parents are into using anything and everything that can possibly make them powerful. Their role, money, education, sex, looks. Narcissists are into a lot of crazy stuff, yeah, and they don't hesitate in using anything and everything, whether it's to control their children or it's to control their spouse. They will do all sorts of nasty stuff, and this is basically to display who the boss is. So yes, narcissistic parents are into cutting off their children's financial support, and this is because they want to show that they are the boss, they are the provider, and things have to be their way. If things are your way, everything will be snip snip. Yeah, the next way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by using financial support as a leverage for control. Yeah, so they are going to support you till the time you are doing things their way. Yeah, so in a way they will condition you to believe and accept their control and their interference as absolutely okay and a normal thing, because they are providing you. Yeah, so they want to only provide you if they can get to control anything and everything in your life, and they will condition you accordingly. Yeah, so you will start believing that this is normal, this is okay. He does so much for me, my narcissistic mother does so much for me, so it's okay if she decides who I need to be friends with. It's okay if she decides what clothes I need to wear. It's okay if she decides what food I need to wear, or who I need to, marry. It's absolutely okay. So narcissistic parents are into, using their financial support as a leverage for control, and they do it, very smartly. And with time, the kids are okay. These adult children, or the kids, they are okay. She's my mother, she does things for me. He's my father, he does things for me. So it's absolutely okay if he controls this and if he controls that. In the end, he does things for me, so it's okay, yeah, to give my control in his hands. Yeah, plus we've got all of these enablers and flying monkeys. Yeah, the important characters, of this narcissistic ecosystem, who keeps enabling the narcissist. They will tell you, well, in the end he does for you, in the end she does for you. So what, she's doing it for your greater good. So what, he's doing for your greater good, for your benefit. Yeah, so everybody, uh, conditions you to believe that it's okay to, give my autonomy and the control of my life to whoever, who does, things for me, to whoever who financially, supports me. It's okay, and it's absolutely normal to hand over my control and autonomy to that person. Yeah, so we know narcissistic parents have a lot of tricks up their sleeve. So yes, narcissistic parents are into, financially abusing their children, and one such way is using financial support as a leverage to control. The next way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by exploiting dependency. So narcissistic parents are never going to encourage their kids to become independent, get a good job, move out of the house. They are going to keep their kids dependent on them. Yeah, and this helps them have the kid on hook for long. If the kid is independent, earning well, the kid might move out, the kid might not be, that easy to control. Yeah, the narcissistic parent might lose the child, and that's not what they want, that's not what they bred you for. So narcissistic parents are never going to encourage you to be, financially independent. In some of the cases, they will encourage you to be financially independent or grow financially, but they will keep you emotionally, dependent on them. Yeah, and in some of the cases, they will keep you financially dependent on them. They will never let you become independent. Yeah, because the slave might run away, and they don't want that. They want you to keep serving them till eternity. Yeah, so narcissistic parents are into, financially abusing their children by exploiting, dependency. They want their kids to be dependent on them. Yeah, in some of the cases emotionally, in some of the cases financially. They don't want the kid to become independent, and in order to keep the kid dependent on them, they will gaslight you. Yeah, they will never let you become, strong. They will never let you explore your, qualities, your independence. Narcissistic parents are going to, keep you dependent on them by constantly gaslighting you, invalidating you, minimizing your efforts. Yeah, so that you keep doubting your own self, you keep questioning your own abilities, and as a result of which you're simply dependent on them. You are at their mercy. So yes, narcissistic parents are big time into exploiting dependency. The next way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by extorting money from adult children, and they do this by exaggerating hardship. Oh, I can't do this, oh, I can't do that. Yeah, the moment they see you are earning well, they are going to, get into dry begging. They are going to get into triangulation. They're going to get your sister to do the talking. Yeah, mom is, having a bad time, why don't you do this, why don't you do that? The sister is also earning, but sister is, part of the acting crew. Yeah, the sister is not going to help financially, because the sister is the flying monkey, the sister is the enabler. So the sister will, talk on the mother's behalf, the covert mother's behalf, or on the behalf of the father, that you should do this, you should do that. And narcissistic parents have various ways of extorting money from their adult children. Some of the narcissistic parents don't want you to be financially independent because they fear losing you. And some of the narcissistic parents want you to become financially independent, but be emotionally dependent on them. Yeah. And they do this by narrating all those sad sob stories. Your father was this, your mother was this, I suffered a lot, I did this, I did that. They will exaggerate hardship, they will tell you all sorts of manipulated stories, and the kind of financial crisis they went through, this and that. They will parentify you from an early age, and when you grow up and when you start earning, it's a win-win for them. Yeah, even though you are unable to serve them the way how they want, but still you are bringing money on the table. Yeah, so they are going to exaggerate their financial hardship. They are going to invent a very weird and unique crisis situation, and they are going to get into dry begging, so that you go out of your way to do things for them, and they get what they want. They bred you for a purpose and reason. If you are unable to validate them, or if you are unable to admire them, or if you are unable to praise them, so what? But you are giving money to them. Yeah, so they want something out of you. Yeah, so I mean, the ones who are not that financially strong, those narcissistic individuals prefer playing victim. Yeah, they get into this covert mode, and that helps them garner sympathy, and as a result of which they get things. Yeah, without being exposed. So yes, narcissistic parents are into financially abusing their children by extorting money from their adult children, by narrating or you can say exaggerating financial hardships, or by inventing a crisis situation. The next way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by stealing or misusing their children's finances. So narcissistic parents are going to tell you, well, so and so wedding is happening, I don't have money, but it's very essential for me to go. And then the kid offers help. The narcissistic parent simply misuses the money, even though if it is not important or if it is not essential. The narcissistic parent, with all that entitlement, they simply misuse the money on silly things. Yeah, they misuse the money on something which is stupid and not that essential. And this is because they bred you for a purpose and reason, extreme sense of entitlement, and the kids money is my money, I can do anything with it. Yeah, so narcissistic parents are going to guilt trip you, they are going to triangulate, they are going to do all sorts of nasty stuff. Yeah, they are going to take money from you and they are going to simply waste it. They are going to take money from you and they are going to get their debts cleared. They are going to take money from you and take another debt. Yeah, because they know you are making money, so it's okay if I keep taking debts, and it's absolutely okay, you will be paying in the end. You're my son, you're my daughter. So narcissistic parents are big time into misusing their children's finance, and this is because they want return from their children. If you are unable to give them that emotional support or validation, money is okay as well. Yeah, so you have to give them something or the other. So in some of the cases, narcissistic parents take money from their kids account without even informing their kids. Yeah, and they simply waste it or invest it in the wrong places, because they feel entitled, and they simply believe that it's their right, yeah, to take their kids money and use it however they wish. And we have got these narcissistic ecosystem, flying monkeys and enablers, constantly rationalizing and normalizing narcissists abusive behavior. They are going to tell you, well, so what if your mother used your money? You can never repay her. Yeah, you can never repay your father. So what if he has, borrowed money from you and he has never returned? So what if he has spent your money here and there? You can never repay them. Parents are gods. Yeah, all of those dialogues. And in Asia, I mean, let me tell you, I have seen a lot of kids literally bleeding financially, yeah, because of their narcissistic parents. Narcissistic parents are entitled. They are, you know um, borrowing money, and all of the kids, income is going into paying off debts. The narcissistic parent wants a car, so they borrow money from the bank, and who pays the EMI? The kid. The narcissistic parent wants a lavish wedding for their daughters and everything, and who's gonna pay? The son's gonna pay. Yeah, they really don't care the kind of stress that the son is going through in paying off the debt. That's none of their concern. All what they're concerned about is that they get to show their grandioseness. They get to give a lavish party and all of that. Their needs, wants and desires are met. That's it. You can go to hell. Yeah. So narcissistic parents are into financially abusing their children, and one such way is you know uh, stealing their kids money and misusing their children's finance. The next way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by using inheritance as a tool for control. So if you want the family house, if you want the inheritance, or if you want a part of it, you need to hand over the controls. Yeah. Plus, we've got this entire society and this ecosystem that enables the narcissist. Yeah, all of these toxic and dysfunctional things. Why does the kid have to hand over, all of the control into his parents' hand in order to, inherit things? That's absolutely disgusting. That is transactional, conditional. Yeah, that is, I mean, horrible. But we get to see a lot of these things. Yeah. So if you are independent, if you are exercising your autonomy and control, don't expect much. Yeah. I mean, in terms of the inheritance, you might not be given. Yeah, inheritance is only given to those who are obedient. Inheritance is only given to those who surrender their control and autonomy into the hands of their narcissistic parents. So narcissistic parents are into using inheritance as a carrot. Yeah, they are going to bait you. They are going to dangle the carrot in front of you. Yeah, those who are going to serve me, those who are going to obey me and keep serving me, will get a part of the inheritance, will inherit this, will inherit that. And those who keep doing things their way, those who are not serving me, you might not get a share from the inheritance. Yeah. So yes, narcissistic parents are into using inheritance as a tool for control. Yeah. And they do this in some of the cases. They do it very systematically. They will never let you become financially independent. Yeah. And they will keep dangling the carrot in front of you. Yeah, so that you keep giving the control to them, and you keep serving them in hopes that in the end I will have something for myself. But let me tell you, the kind of price that you pay, you are you know simply in a way trading your soul. You are in a way selling your soul, yeah, to the devil. And in this case, the devil is the narcissistic parent. For inheritance, you are selling your own self. Yeah. And trust me, you will be broken beyond repair. And you will never be able to enjoy that inheritance. You will never be able to be happy or experience anything good in life. Yeah, because you are broken beyond repair, and you are simply tolerating all of it because you want a share from the inheritance. You want that carrot that they are using to control you, manipulate you and exploit you. That's disgusting. But yes, some of the narcissistic parents are able to uh, control their kids by using inheritance. And I have seen that. I have seen it in my family also. I was disowned legally, and that was because I was exercising autonomy. I was absolutely independent. I was doing things my way. Yeah, I was not like a loyal servant serving them. And I was asking questions, and that was something which was not appreciated or entertained. So, yes, narcissistic parents are into using inheritance as a carrot, which they dangle in front of you so that, you hand over your control and autonomy to them in hopes that you will get, the inheritance. But trust me, that is I mean, not good at all. Don't trade your autonomy, don't trade your independence for inheritance. Yeah, healthy parents don't trade all of these things. Healthy parents don't make it a conditional thing. Yeah, healthy parents give whatever they have to their children. Healthy parents don't, put up a condition. If you serve me, then you're going to get this. If you don't serve me, you're not going to get this. So, narcissistic parents are pretty, transactional, instrumental, and conditional. Their love is also conditional. Yeah, so if you are serving them, you'll get some cookies, some crumbs. If you don't serve them, they might, give all of that to that person who serves them. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Yeah, they will not care if you have a job out of the country. They will not care if you are capable or not capable of supporting them, or if you have your own shortcomings and challenges. They are really not interested. Yeah, they will put out an offer. If you are going to hand over the control and your autonomy, you're going to get a share in the inheritance. If you don't, bad luck for you. And the last way narcissistic parents financially abuse their children is by undermining financial autonomy. So if you do an investment or if you spend in something that you like, I mean, we all do. Yeah, we all do investments, that we see fit for ourselves. Yeah, we all have, different spending habits. Narcissistic parents are going to criticize you for your investments. Narcissistic parents are going to, tell you what to do, what not to do. Yeah, they are going to aggressively tell you what to do, what not to do. In healthy setup, your parents are going to tell you spend less, save more, which you can use later. Yeah, that's how it is in healthy families. But in narcissistic families, it's very aggressive. They would want, to control anything and everything. They just want you to save that money, or they want you to simply give that money to the narcissistic parent. They don't want you to spend that money on your own self, invest in something. They don't want all of that. They want total control over your income. So narcissistic parents are going to, undermine your, financial autonomy. And they will criticize your investment, they will criticize your spending habits. They will tell you you shouldn't have had invested over here. Well, you are spending too much on the food. Well, you are spending too much on good clothes. Who's going to wear all this jewelry? You could have had, kept the money in my bank, and I could have, kept it for you. And whenever you needed, I could have, given it back to you. They're going to do all sorts of things. So this is basically to have total control over your finances. They don't want you to have, control over your finances. They don't want you to invest things your way. They don't want you to spend money your way, or spend money in things that you like and want to. They don't want that. They want you to do things their way. They simply want you to give all the money to them. Yeah, they want you to give total control to them, and that's it. You keep working like a donkey and let them control and decide, whatever they want. Yeah, in Asia, I have seen a lot of families are like that. They have total control over their kids, finances, and it's horrible. They don't let their kids buy good clothes. They don't let their kids spend money the way how they want. They control anything and everything. Yeah, kids are simply, like money making machines. Yeah, whether it's a son or a daughter, it's a money making machine. For these narcissistic individuals, they choose to get married because they want, sources which can, aid them financially. They choose to become parent, I mean, because they want, someone who can bring in more money. Yeah, they have all sorts of expectations from their victims and sources of supply. When they create something to serve them, they will have unrealistic expectations from that child. Yeah, whether it is money, admiration, validation, all what they want is total submission. All what they want is, to have total control over your life. That's it. You being 100% submissive, you being 100% submitted and devoted to them, and that's it. They get to pull the strings and feel good about it. Yeah, they have done a great deal of favor by bringing you on this planet, by doing the bare minimum which every parent does, and in return they want total control, whether it's a finance, whether it's a relationship, social life, clothes, food, whatever. So yes, these were a couple of ways narcissistic parents financially abuse their children. In case if you would like to add in something, you can always comment below. Till then, take care of yourself, don't ignore the red flags, and please work on yourself. Work on empowering yourself financially. Yeah, financial independence is very essential. Only if you are financially independent and strong, you can move out of the narcissistic family and household and start over again. Yeah, because you will never grow, you will never heal, you will never evolve till the time you are in that narcissistic household, whether with the narcissistic parent or with the narcissistic spouse. At some point, you have to prioritize your own self. At some point, you will have to do something for your own self and, get out of that relationship, because that relationship is simply going to, you know, uh, eat you up on the inside. Yeah, that relationship is simply going to hollow you out, empty you from inside. Yeah. So, yes, take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.